How y'all doing tonight? Well, it's been a while since I've had a video. First off, I want to wish all y'all a happy Easter tomorrow. A real important holiday. We'll all be going to church here in the house and coming home to some good cooking. Going to make some shrimp Creole tonight. Go ahead and have it ready for tomorrow, because a dish like that's always better the next day. Now, I think I did a video a long time ago with some shrimp Creole, but I'm going to redo it and it's going to be real good. Like I said, I hadn't posted a video in a while. I kind of want to apologize for that, but we've had some stuff going on. We had a death in the family. My wife's mother passed away a couple of weeks ago, so it's been real, hectic around here. So I'm going to try to get back into it and get some more videos up, and just really hope that I can pick up where I left off and y'all still watching my videos. So like I said, tonight we'll get started on a shrimp Creole. This will be a really good dish. Alright, now first off is in with mini Creole dishes here. We're going to make a roux. What I've got is about half a cup of oil, just vegetable oil, and a half a cup of butter, which is one stick of butter here on a burner. I'm going to mix that in with about a cup of flour. Okay, this is going to make our roux. Just stir this in, and we'll do this over about medium heat. Gotta have a nice roux for this dish. So let's just whisk it in. You've seen me make these roux before, I know you have, so I ain't gonna waste a whole lot of time with the roux. But basically what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna whisk it in here at first, then I'm gonna put my little roux stirrer in there. We'll set this off to the side. Alright, next I got my nice, cast iron skillet here, and we're gonna saute some of the vegetables. Alright, let's go ahead and get some of these vegetables in here. Oh, man, look, that pan is a little hot on me. So I'm gonna put, let's say, about 3 packs of this Trinity in here. I use the seasoning blend here by Pick Sweet, and it's 12-ounce packs. So I'm going to use almost 3 packs, and I'll equate that to cups here in a minute for you. I know you probably want to know how many cups I'm using, but they're 12 ounces each, so not quite 2 cups. See, that's 2. Let's see there. Just let this sweat down. In fact, I'll give it a little bit more, okay? I ended up using just only about 2.5. So it's about 40 ounces of this frozen Trinity, which is bell pepper, celery, and onion diced up. And so that equals about 5 cups of vegetables. But now if you want to, you can use this fresh. Just bust up some onions, celery, and bell pepper on your own, and that'll work just fine too. Alright, I'm going to sweat this down. Alright, now that the vegetables is thawed out a little bit and starting to simmer, I'm going to add some fresh parsley. It's probably about a cup of fresh parsley, just chopped up. And stir that in there. And add some nice color to it as well as flavor. Really nice there. Alright, now that these vegetables is cooked down just a little bit, I'm going to add some seasoning. Another thing I want to tell you about, I got the roux over here with the roux stirrer. I don't know if you can see it. And pull the camera around. See how that roux stirrer is going? And what I've done, the roux got about as dark as I want it, that nice little peanut butter color. I just turn the roux off and just let that thing keep stirring it, and it'll be great for when you get ready to use it. Alright, so let's go back over here. What's going on with this? Okay, so we're ready to put some seasoning in here. I have got 1 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of pepper, fresh ground, 1 teaspoon of oregano, 1 teaspoon of parsley, 2 teaspoons of Slap Your Mama Hot, and 2 bay leaves, and 1 tablespoon of Old Bay. We'll add all that in here to the vegetables. That'll really get some flavor kicking. Oh man, you can smell that. Super flavor there. Now, also, Want to add some petite diced 1 can. This is a 15-ounce can, 14-ounce can of Hunt's petite diced tomatoes. Any brand will do. Whatever. Let's stir these on in there. That'll be good. Get everything incorporated. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to kind of make a hole right there in the middle, a little pit. And we'll show you what we're going to do with that. Alright, in that little hole right there in the middle of the pit, I'm going to put 1 can of tomato paste. Okay? Check this out. Small can of tomato paste. There we go. Tough to get all that out. The best thing to do is actually cut both ends of the can out, and I forgot to do that tonight. So the reason I made this little pit here in the middle, I want this tomato paste to really cook for a second on the bottom of the pan, because that really helps bring out that tomato flavor in it, and it sweetens up that flavor. So we're going to let that cook just for a minute before we stir it all in, probably about 2 minutes. Simmer right in there. Alright, now that that's simmered there for a minute or two, we'll go ahead and stir it on in. Bring it all into that wonderful vegetables. Flavor. Nothing but flavor. Next thing I'm going to do is add some garlic. I've got about 8 cloves of garlic I busted up a minute ago. I'm going to put that in there. Okay. Go ahead and give them another good crunch. Alright. There we go. Good garlic flavor. If you want to, you can mince this garlic, all that. But you don't have to. We're just looking for that good flavor. Good flavor that garlic's going to provide. Okay, now keep that stirring, because you don't want these tomatoes, they'll burn. They will burn and they'll get bitter. So I just turn my heat down lower to low. And I'm going to bust these garlics up a little bit. It's going to be all good. Now just add a little bit extra kick with the garlic taste. I'm going to add a little bit of garlic powder. Probably, about a teaspoon or so. We'll mix that in there. Really want that garlic flavor to come out. Now, notice how this is getting all thick. That's good. What we're going to do now is add a little tomato sauce. Another 15-ounce can of just tomato sauce. Add that in. It's really got a lot of flavor in this now with that garlic. All that tomato. Now, an important step here as well. Anytime you're cooking with tomatoes like this, or making like a red sauce, you really need to introduce a little bit of wine. And what that wine does, the alcohol in that wine reacts with these tomatoes, and it really brings out a good flavor. Vinegar does the same thing, but then you get something bitter, have that vinegar taste. So we're going to add 1 glass of dry white wine. Okay? Whole glass there. Now I'm going to turn my heat back up a little bit. I'm going to let that simmer for a few minutes. Let that wine cook in with those tomatoes. Also, before I forget, I've got, it's very important, Worcestershire. I've got about 2 tablespoons Worcestershire. Gotta have a little Worcestershire in the shrimp Creole. Alright, stir that in there as well. We're just gonna let this simmer. Okay, now that that's simmered there for a few minutes, probably about 5 minutes, stirring every minute or so, just to let that, some of the alcohol in that wine go ahead and cook out. We'll add 3.5 cups of shrimp stock. Or you can just use seafood stock. Cold, by the way. It has to be cold. Add that liquid. Get that in there. Now we're ready for that roux. Let me turn my roux stirrer off over here. See, if we had that real hot liquid and put that roux in there, it'd just cook it. It'd turn out little biscuits. So let's put the roux in there. That good stuff off the bottom. All that goodness. Let's stir that in. It should thicken up a little bit. Just keep on stirring. Get that roux stirred in. There we go. See how it turns a nice creamy color? That's what we're looking for. That's what we're looking for. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my, like I said, leave my heat about medium heat. And stir this around until it comes back. It heats that shrimp stock up enough to where it's starting to bubble, simmer again. Keep stirring. Alright, now I've got the Creole here. It's come back up to temperature. What we're going to do now is turn it down to low, and then we'll let this simmer, stirring every few minutes for 45 minutes. Okay, so the Creole has been sitting here simmering for 45 minutes with me stirring every couple minutes. You notice how thick it's gotten because of that roux. Now, ideally you'd be like, oh, this is too thick, but don't worry, when we add these shrimp, it's really going to thin out because a lot of juice is going to come out in there. I've got 1 sprig of green onions I'm going to add now. And that to it. Look at that. A couple little pieces didn't get all the way cut up. Okay. Bust them up. Alright. Stir that in. Now I'm going to add my shrimp. I've got 4 pounds of fresh peeled Mississippi Gulf Coast shrimp. So let me drain this water off of them. Alright, so I kind of use a strainer here. I'm going to add all these shrimp. Okay, you just kind of stir these shrimp in, push them in here. And these shrimp, they don't take long at all to cook. You want to kind of get them separated so they're not in just one big ball. Alright. Shrimp are nice, big, good sized shrimp for this sort of a thing. Alright, get them separated around there. Now, I'm going to cover this and let them cook for about, let's see, about 3 minutes. If I can set my timer right. Alright, let them sit there on low for about 3 minutes. Alright, now that they've gone 3 minutes, let's give them a check. Okay. Looking good. You just don't want to overcook the shrimp. So you can tell, they're not all done yet. Just want to give it a good stir. Mix them around here a little bit. And really, it probably cooled the Creole down quite a bit. So let's go ahead and let them go another 3. Alright, so we went another 3 minutes. And see now it's starting to bubble just a little bit. That's good. It means it's really heating everything through. And we'll give it a stir. See the shrimp starting to release some of their juice. Now, like I said, I'm making this for tomorrow. So after this is done, it's going to get cooled down and heat it back up again tomorrow. So it's really important that you don't overcook the shrimp. So let's go ahead and let it go just a couple more minutes, and then we'll turn it off and let it cool. Okay, so now they've cooked the other 3 minutes. So they cooked a total of about 9 minutes on low. There's enough residual heat in this pot to go ahead and cook these. So I turn the heat off, let these sit here and cool for a minute, finish cooking actually first. Let it sit on cool on the stove top, come down temperature. Then I'm going to put this in another container, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and we will have some mighty fine Creole tomorrow. Priest.